Hello and welcome to the DX Corner for your weekly dose of DX. I'm Bill, AJ8B. If I sound a little froggy tonight, it's because I have a sore throat, which I would attribute to allergies. So hopefully it'll clear up. The word for this week is beverage antenna. A beverage antenna is a long, low wire, often hundreds of meters long, that lies close to the ground and is used to receive radio signals. It's known for its excellent directional properties and low noise, making it ideal for weak signal reception on lower frequencies. The antenna consists of a single wire, often 1 to 2 meters above ground, sometimes on the ground, a resistor used as a terminator at the far end, and a feed line, usually coax cable, at the near end to connect to the receiver. It receives best from the direction of the terminated end. The termination absorbs signals from the opposite direction, giving the antenna its directionality. The advantages of a beverage are very low noise compared to verticals or dipole antennas, excellent directivity used for rejecting unwanted signals, and it is simple and inexpensive to build. The disadvantage is that it requires a lot of space, works best for reception, not transmission, and it typically needs a good ground system or ground rods. This antenna was named after Harold Beveridge, who invented it around 1921 while working for AT&T on transatlantic radio reception. Now, I will tell you the part about having it be hundreds of meters long isn't always correct. I have one that's about 400 feet long, and it's just literally laying in the grass, terminated on one end, and I use it on 160, and it actually does improve the reception. And as 160 expert and my friend Joe, WAGEX, would say, 50 meters, 50 feet will get you started, and 100 would be better than 50, and 200 would be better than 100, etc. So if you have any space at all, it's worth trying out. And if you listen to the end of the episode tonight, you will have an opportunity to get details on how to build this and a few other 160 meter antennas. The following DX information comes from Bernie, W3UR, editor of the DailyDX, the WeeklyDX, and the How's DX column in QST. If you would like a free 2-week trial of the DailyDX, your only source of real-time DX information, just drop me a note at thedxmentor@gmail.com. Let's start off with a Somalia update, 6 Oscar 3 Tango. Quote, "Good morning, everyone. We'd like to thank you all for the affection and patience you've shown towards our 6 Oscar operation. Despite the high noise level, we're moving forward with great personal satisfaction, sometimes at the expense of the usual CW stroke single sideband modes, but often it's a necessary choice. We're enjoying good openings on the 6 meters band toward Europe around 1100 GMT, with a few shorter ones toward Asia as well. In the afternoon around 1500 GMT, the 6 meter band will open again. We've been transmitting for the second night in a row on 80 meters and have logged several nice QSOs. In the coming days, we will likely make some tests on 160 meters, although we don't have any expectations for success there, but we'll give it a try. Finally, we've been receiving many emails about call corrections and typing errors. Our apologies, but this is not the right time. All such requests will be handled once we're back home, end quote. And I happened to be around the other night and I heard him come up and was able to work them right away. Kind of forgot they were on, so I got lucky. I'll take it, but I did get lucky. The Papa Juliet 6 Yankee adventure is now QRT. After an amazing weekend participating in the CQ Worldwide Single Sideband 2025 contest, the PJ6 Yankee adventure is coming to a close. Our young operator team achieved an incredible milestone, over 55,000 QSOs. Quote, "On behalf of the PJ6 Yankee 2025 team, I would like to thank all of you who took the time to work us," said Greg, W6IZT. "A special thanks goes out to our sponsors and supporters. This expedition would not have been possible without your generous help and encouragement," end quote. And if you got to hear them, they did a fabulous job. They were all over the place and easy to work. So here's an update from 5 Radio, which is Madagascar. The Italian DXpedition team, led by Silvano, Italy 2 Yankee Sierra Bravo, announced a new activity from Madagascar until November 12th as 5 Radio 8 Tango Tango, utilizing CW, sideband, and RIDI, and is FR8XX on FT8. A team will be operating with 4 stations from 160 to 6 meters, and you can QSL Madagascar via I2YSB. Sierra Leone. The X3 Charlie 2 Mike Delta team managed to plan another DXpedition as 9 Lima 8 Mike Delta until November 10th. The team will be active as 9 Lima 8 Mike Delta from 160 through 6 meters using CW, sideband, and RIDI. And you can QSL 9 Lima 8 MD to IK2 VUC. More new activity, Burundi 9 uniform. Members of the Russian DX team with Vasily R7AL as team leader will be active as 9 Uniform 1 Radio United until November 20th. The plan is to be active with 7 stations from 160 to 6 meters using high power. And you can QSL via club log. And again, that's 9 Uniform 1 Radio United. So here's something from Kosovo, Zulu 6. Look for S58MU and S50X as Zulu 66 India Papa Alpha until November 3rd. They will be operating from 160 through 10 meters, and you can QSL the Kosovo operation to Sugar 58 Mike Uniform. And finally, we have an update on VU4 Andaman Island. The World DXpedition team will be QRV until November 7th from 3 POTA locations. The team will be QRV with 5 stations 24/7. Quote, needless to say, the support of the corporate and private sponsors are essential to make this DXpedition a success. The team's priority will be to make as many QSOs as possible and offer the highest exposure as possible for our sponsors. Corporate or club sponsors donating $1,000 or more in cash or equipment will be recognized on our QSL cards and website. All private sponsors and Patreons will be listed on the website, end quote. The DX Mentor podcast YouTube channel features a new episode this coming weekend. It's about the YASME Foundation and the great contributions of the famous Ward Silver N0AX. Check it out on YouTube and let me know what you think. He is really an unbelievable off-scale guy and just a great guy to talk to. If you want to follow all the latest DX podcast and YouTube releases, you should check out the DX Mentor Facebook page and subscribe to be kept up to date on all of the DX activities. So I have a quick contest update. I know that the ARL contest sheet is read elsewhere in the podcast, and the contests that I mention are sometimes redundant. However, there are a few contests that I have found to be especially useful for DXers who are trying to fill band slots or work an all-time new one. Here's a contest that you may want to check out if you are a 160-meter operator. It is the RAF 160-meter contest. It's the third full weekend in November, which would be the 15th and 16th, and it runs on Saturday 1700 Zulu until Sunday at 0100 Zulu, again the 15th and the 16th. The frequency you should be looking for is 1810 to 1850 kilohertz CW only. The exchange is RST plus serial number. I will be participating, but I'm not sure how I will do. If you would like a copy of the special Southwest Ohio DX Association October newsletter that has over 100 pages of articles about 160 meters, just drop me a line at thedxmentor@gmail.com and I will send it to you. I hope you'll find it helpful. Until next week, this is Bill, AJ8B, saying 7-3, and thanks to my XYL Karen for her love and support. I hope to hear you in the pile-ups. Have a great DX week.